All right, in this video, we're going to jump into Infusionsoft and we're going to talk about how to set up products and order forms. And so here, when you first log in, this is the page you land on. And so we were going to go into the, into the e-commerce section here. And just click on the top one. That's going to take you to the root of all the e-commerce options. And you can see we have way things are connected together. You have order form themes. Down the road, I know Beth wants to use a tool that allows the order forms to just be a little more attractive, and it's a third-party tool. But for now, we're not using that, so we're just going to have straight vanilla order forms, order form themes. We'll just take a look at the order form themes real quick. Right now, there's just the one, and it's the preview image has custom tees on it because that's the way it starts with, but it's just pretty much a simple order form with the logo at the top. Obviously, we're not selling t-shirts either, but that's just sort of placeholder content for the preview. Once we get the merchant account set up in here, this will all show the ordering functionality. But for now, we don't have that. So uh, let's go back to the e-commerce setup, and let's look at the products. And so under here, you can see we have products. Now, these are the ones we have set up so far. And so the way it works is each product has its own price, and then when you create the order form, it can also have its own price. Typically, you want it to be set to the same price as the price here, but just so you know, the order form price can be different. All right, so let's jump back here, and we're gonna actually let's go just look at creating a new product. That's what we'll do real quick. So just click on the add product. Just about everything that you guys are going to be selling is a digital product, so you want to make sure you choose this. Otherwise, it's going to have options for shipping weight and that kind of thing. And so we don't need to worry about that. And let's just do test product. Hit save. And that'll bring us into the window where we have the options for it. Here's where you set the price. We'll just set a price $10. If you want to have a SKU for tracking there, you can add SKUs in there. And let's see here. Typically, so for the membership products, we've got a membership category. In the convention area, we've got a few different convention-related products for people to buy stuff. And you can see here, even this still does have the shipping and weight, but obviously we don't need to worry about that. There's two places for the description, and depending on the order form, how we're using the order form, you'll let's see. And this is the let's go edit the long description. And I'm just going to paste that in here. Just change that to long description. And now we can see where these are going to go. And just go ahead and click save. There's a couple other things we can do here. If there's any digital files that are associated with it, you can add them here. Typically, I just when somebody buys something, I trigger something in a campaign to send any digital files. I don't usually handle it in the product area. If it's a subscription product, you can say that it's going to be subscription only and how the subscription is going to work. You probably want to add product images. Here's the options you have here. And if you just upload the 340 by 340, it'll create the rest of these for you. And for the legacy image, we don't need to worry about that. If you have any other things we're building down the road that may require that, but I haven't used that in years actually. So additionally, if there's any options for the product, if there are, imagine if it's a t-shirt, you could have different colors and different sizes for the options. So, but typically, again, most of the products are just very simple, straightforward, no option products. And once you're done creating this, this will be the link to the product. But we're not going to use that either, so we're pretty much done in creating the product. In this case, we're going to just call this main product category and click save. You can have it uncategorized. That's just useful for triggering other things in campaigns. In a campaign, you can trigger an action if somebody buys any membership product or anything in the membership category, or if somebody buys anything in the convention category, you can trigger different actions. And so that's why you might want to use these. functionality, and I believe also in the accounting for the people that are doing the accounting for Utah Hospice, that the categories help there too. All right, so that's it for creating the product. We haven't added an image to this, but we don't really need to. It's for this sample. I apologize for the yappy little dog here. All right, so now we're going to switch over and look at creating order forms. We'll go back to e-commerce setup. And then over here we have order forms. And you can see we have an order form pretty much for every single product we have except for the one we just created. So let's go create a new order form. We'll just call this test. We're going to delete both these when we're done. And just look for your product here. There's our product. You just type in the first letter or two and it'll automatically fill it. You click add product. You can see it automatically fills in the price. Again, like I said, you could change this if you have want to run a special or anything like that. And you could change the label of it so it's a different product. If it's a product that somebody's only going to buy, never needed to buy more than one of, then automatically check this just to avoid customer confusion. We'll click save and we're going to walk through some of these other options real quick. Right now there's only one theme, so it's going to default to that theme. In addition, in the order form, there's some HTML areas, the top and the middle and the footer. We can add some stuff in here. When we want to use the tool to make these things a little more mobile friendly, it's called Go Spiffy. That'll have you place a line of code in here that'll change the JavaScript of the page and change the styling. Pretty neat. So let's keep on going to the thank you page. By default, it defaults to this kind of thank you page. It puts in this fake logo here. You can just double click that, and we only have one image in here, which is our logo. And we're going to change the alignment to the center. I'm going to hit insert. And so there's our logo. And we'll show you a little bit about merge fields. So we have this contact first name. So when they've opted in, we're going to have their first name. But you can always go up here and add some other merge field data to this. And so here's a place we can add. You just go up to insert, and then you can see all the different merge fields we have. Most of them are going to be right in here, and they're most common. So first name, last name, email, company name, phone number, title. And so if I want to add their last name to this, it would just do that. Close that. And so we could take this, put it, hello, John Hopkins. And when you're doing this, make sure you include a space in between the first name and last name, that kind of thing. It's just going to pop that in there. And you can change this message. Hey, check your email for the file you just ordered, or if this is for like an ebook or something, you can say, hey, check your email in the next minute or two, and you'll have the ebook in your inbox. You can add anything to this page. You could add a YouTube video that greets them and thanks them, or there's lots of different options you can do. Additionally, you can go in and have a web address. You can create a web page for a thank you page. If you're in a hurry to create something and the thank you page isn't going to be a big deal, then this works pretty well. This is hosted within Infusionsoft. You don't have to go create anything new. With a web address, obviously you need to put in the content of the URL that you're going to drive people to. Lastly, we have settings, and you can have it click here, say notify me when somebody places an order. That's kind of a nice function, so you can see when things are happening. You can also create a campaign that sends you an email when anybody makes an order, but this works pretty simply. And if you're not going to run any promo codes, I'm not going to go into how to create promo codes, but there's instructions actually here within Infusionsoft to tell you how to do that. And so hide the promo code field. It's always recommended to turn that on. Just because if somebody gets to that point, some people are going to go looking online for a promo code, and it's kind of a conversion killer. So I recommend we don't use the automatically, not automatically, but always check that to turn it off. And then the last thing we have is the links. I would always, with very few times will I ever use this custom URL. You can change this to be whatever you want. But the problem with it is that somebody could change it later, and then your links that you have out there would break. This will always stay consistent. So I would just typically, unless you have a very good reason using a custom URL, I would use this upper link here, the ugly one. All right, and so that's basically it. Let's take a look at the order form we've created. We will just right-click on this and open this in a new tab. You can see here now. Once again, the merchant account is not turned on yet, and I didn't save the promo code stuff. Let's go back and let's go back to the settings here. Save that, and then go back to these links so we can see that it. Didn't get rid of it yet, but it's probably a caching issue. That's something you'll find oftentimes. If I take this and go into a incognito window, I bet we won't see that promo code field. Yeah, see, it's gone. I don't know if you know about if you're using Chrome, incognito basically doesn't reference any cache, and it doesn't know that you're logged into anything. It's completely disconnected. It's like using a different browser, but it's always going to be a clean run. You can see here also it uses the short description. We're not even seeing the long description in here, so that tells you what you need to use there when you're building these. All right, and that's it for now. That is how to create an order form and how to create a product and how to tie the two together. And yeah, so check back for some more videos, and I'm working more to create some more training.